GoDaddy website builder, and as I'm going to show through this review, hopefully, it's not a great product. It's pretty painful and incoherent to use, and we'd recommend that you avoid it at all possible if you can. So let's dive right in. So let's say that you purchased the GoDaddy website builder and you've arrived at the website and you're hoping to jump back in and start editing your website. It's a bit of a pain to do, surprisingly. So if you go to godaddy.com and you log in, which I've already done, we're going to try to click through to the website builder. So you go to all products and you have to navigate this list and you find web design, website builder. Okay, so cool. We're going to click that. And you're presented with a page that weirdly presents you with a whole bunch of sales material, which is unnecessary because we've already purchased the product. We just want to get it in and start using the actual website builder. The only link GoDaddy provides for us is right here. It's super small. It says already own this product, manage now. So we're going to click through and oh, there's another barrier. We just want to edit our website. GoDaddy's telling us you have an account here. Okay, launch. Let's see what that does. And we're getting closer. Oh, unnecessary pop-up. I don't need page help right now. One more click and we're finally in the website builder. The only reason I kind of draw this out and show you is because it's incredibly frustrating. It took us almost 4 to 5 clicks just to get editing our website from the GoDaddy homepage, and that's a real pain in the butt to do every time. So it'd be great if GoDaddy could somehow figure out to make that a lot more easy to use. Most website builders don't force you to do that, but GoDaddy has introduced a couple unnecessary steps. It's a bit of a pain. GoDaddy is the basic elements that most website builders allow you to use, with a couple other cool ones. So they have content blocks, which are images and text. You can add images. You can add something called a montage, which GoDaddy is super proud of, and it's basically like an image slideshow. They have a couple of cool integrations, I suppose. You can add an open table widget. Open table is a tool for restaurants to use reservations. You have event calendars that you can use, and they have a MapQuest integration, which you can see right here, which is interesting because MapQuest, most website builders use Google Maps, and GoDaddy is using MapQuest. So I'm guessing that maybe GoDaddy has a partnership with MapQuest for this. So I want to show you a little bit about why I found GoDaddy to be frustrating and a little incoherent to use. So we're going to try editing some text, which should be pretty straightforward. It's probably the most straightforward thing to do in a website builder. So let's do this. Now what I want to point out is that right now there are 5 different regions for editing the text. Up top here we can change the font and the font size, and we can bold text. Sort of like Microsoft Word type editing. Pretty straightforward. But then we have a second block called block properties, and here we can change border colors, we can have background colors, border weights, and we can even edit things called cell spacing and cell padding, which I think is a little ridiculous. I don't think many users are going to know what cell spacing and cell padding is, and I bet most have no idea what the difference between the two is. And then we have another block, a third block, which allows us to share, import, or delete the text. Okay. We have a fourth block, sort of region, where we can edit the HTML. Great. And then over the fifth over here we have save and cancel buttons. So the reason I'm pointing this out is there doesn't appear to be any sort of thoughtful organization of the features. We just have 5 different regions all kind of thrown at the user, and it's up to the users to kind of figure out what they all do. This ends up being really frustrating, and painful for the user as they're kind of stumbling around, trying to do something simple like editing text, but running into all these unnecessary obstacles. And this is just sort of a small problem, but you'll find if you use GoDaddy's website builder that it's the type of thing that crops up over and over and over again. Just very painful to use. Another really small example about this is if you want to pull up the ribbon so you can see more of your website. So let's say you want to pull this up, we just click that arrow and nicely slides up. Here's the frustrating part. How do we get it back now? There's no clear way. You would expect that another arrow would appear that we could draw it down from, but it's gone. Lots of users will use this, draw that drawer up, and feel like, what happened? How do I get that back? The only way to get it back is to click this Elements button on the other side of the page. I only point this out because, again, it's very frustrating and a little bit incoherent to use that way. Another sort of gap in this product is mobile options. GoDaddy has really no mobile options for your website. So these days, it's 2012, between 5 and 15% of visitors to the website are going to be using their iPhones or their Androids or the Blackberries. So they're going to be on a mobile device, but GoDaddy offers no additional features to support your website on those devices. Most good website builders like Weebly or Webs, they do provide that. So GoDaddy's really lagging in that, and they need to get better at it. So, and lastly, I think it's worth pointing out that GoDaddy has been a company that has had a lot of controversy in the past. In the past, they've done Super Bowl commercials almost every year, and they're usually quite sexual and suggestive, and they've been accused of misogyny a couple different times. GoDaddy's CEO, Bob Parsons, last year filmed himself hunting an elephant in Zimbabwe and then posted it to YouTube, and the internet kind of blew up over that, calling it animal cruelty, and there was a lot of controversy for that. Finally, last December 2011, GoDaddy was outed as being a supporter of SOPA, which was a controversy anti-piracy bill, and the internet kind of blew up again at GoDaddy over this and boycotted GoDaddy. GoDaddy ended up losing 82,000 domain names in over a week, which is a huge chunk of cash for them. And it was a bit of a disaster for GoDaddy. So that's kind of some of the controversy. So if you're not down with shooting elephants or misogyny, this might not be the product for you. And furthermore, it's really not that great of a product. It's pretty incoherent and painful to use. So we'd really recommend you look elsewhere. Yeah, thanks so much for watching.